with my heart being in manufacturing, it's got to be the reality of autologous therapies really hitting the market, because manufacture has always been the main challenge of these therapies. But when we first opened the manufacturing centre, we were looking at supporting what we termed high throughput. And now we realise that that actually wasn't high throughput, because 3 years later, we're considering a minimum of tripling or probably quadrupling the capacity from these individual modules. And this brings with it its own challenges for Cell Gene Therapy Catapult and the developers in terms of supply chain, logistics, QC, QA release. And it demonstrates the huge advantages of the process technologies that could ultimately help to drive costs down in the drive to make these therapies financially viable for the larger indications. In the immuno-oncology field, I think that the move away from the autologous supply chain is going to be really pivotal in moving the sector forward towards allogeneic systems, such as the one that's being developed by Fate Therapeutics. Because not only does this really significantly simplify the supply chain, the use of iPSC-derived starting material cell banks allows combinatorial genetic modification and progressively adding tumor-killing functions as well to the cells. It's because I've seen the amazing effects of this. I think no one party can really progress alone at the speed that you really need for this business at the moment to deliver the therapies for the high prevalence diseases. And most of the challenges are really common across the space and the industry. I think when we're talking about the Advanced Therapy Training and Skills Network that we spoke about just now, I think that really showed that everybody has the same challenges. And there's a lot of overlaps as well between the different industries, and in certain parts of it, it's really pre-competitive. So I've seen it on a daily basis. So the industry, NHS, supply chain, technology and therapy developers are making huge advances in the advanced therapy treatment centres in that collaboration. And as we've said, the ATSTN. And I think nobody would be able to do this on their own. And these things coming together is an amazing thing to see, as it is at the Manufacturing Innovation Centre as well. I don't think the companies that are there now would have been able to do this if they were sitting in isolation on their own in their own manufacturing centre. I think it's partly the support of all the collaborators around them and the Catapult, all of us working together to drive the high throughput cell and gene therapy manufacture that has really helped these therapy developers to get to where they are. I think when we started off the Cell and Gene Therapy Catapult Manufacturing Innovation Centre, that was a real concern. People were, confidential information, and we might lose some by being in the Manufacturing Innovation Centre. However, I think it was really, really quick that the collaborators really began to understand what really is the secret sauce and what really is something that they could work together and benefit from working with other people on. So that there's been quite a few different initiatives. If you look at the number of people that are supporting the advanced therapy treatment centres, the people who are working together there, there's a huge mass of companies coming together, real competitors in the space as well, working on very similar indications, similar therapy types, but they have such similar challenges, and they've realised that coming together really, really does work. The same with the ATSTN, similar challenges, but coming together is the only way that you can really do it. So yeah, I've seen it come to life, these collaborations and people working in this pre-competitive space. We've recently coordinated a consortium that we call the Process Analytical Technologies Consortium. And that's across the UK. There are 20 different companies coming together. They are competing technology developers, they are therapy developers, all coming together to really establish the best way to do process analytical technologies in the CGT space. So yeah, there's been real examples of this.